So anyway, I am at the Vancouver airport, and this is the what is this? Walt Disney says, "I do not make films primarily for children. I make them for the child in all of us, and whether we be 6 or 60." Yeah. So every time my family traveled, we'd make sure I had an opportunity to go to antique and collectible shops, swap meets and markets in different cities. I have been lucky enough to travel through Europe a few times and acquire some great Disney characters from there as well. They were unique and often had different features and colors in them. In North American figures, this was the collector is Ken Stevens. This is the Donald Duck. Donald Duck came to life in 1934 and was one of my favorite characters to collect. He was known for being mischievous, temperamental, and for his voice, which is only sometimes possible to understand. I do a proxy good Donald Duck impersonation. My grandkids always loved that, and it was a fun way to cheer them up when they were young and not in a good mood. That was written by Donald Duck. This was written by Ken Stevens. That was his collectible that I guess he donated it here. They're all antique, actually. Walt Disney says, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible." Goofy. So this was also the collector. The name of the collector is Ken Stevens. Goofy was created by Art Rabbit in 1932. He was originally called Dippy Dog, and his name was changed to Goofy in 1938. A good friend of Mickey and Minnie, he is technically a dog, but unlike Pluto, he walks on two legs, talks, and has human characteristics. Poor Goofy is portrayed as being a bit hopeless. Yeah. True. And this one is, see the lid on the top? It unscrews when Goofy figurine was originally sold. It was filled with bubble bath. Oh. They were able to use it as a bubble bath. Unscrew it, put the... Let me show you more figurines. This is amazing. I love all these vintage pieces that aren't in perfect shape. Yeah. But they show how much playtime they've had. In the 1940s, Pluto was made from metal rubber and fabric. These early Plutos were especially precious and usually show a lot more wear and tear. The rubber ones are brittle and usually missing the tails and sometimes ears. Interesting. Huh. And the fabric ones are very worn, tattered, and faded. They are from time when you had to use your imagination and make your own entertainment. Sometimes we can recognize ourselves in animals, isn't it? That that's what makes them so interesting. It was one of the sayings by Walter Disney. These are all collectible items from way back when. Hmm. Pluto was created in 1930 as a companion to Mickey Mouse. He was the only character Disney produced that couldn't talk and wasn't dressed like a human. But despite that, he was portrayed as cheerful and adventurous. I've always liked Pluto. Not for any really good reason, but sometimes about the bright 1950s yellow maybes. Look at these. This is interesting. How many of you can recognize this? Growing up in Fiji, I still remember these. We didn't have cartoon characters, we didn't have TV growing up, but I remember when we were in, we call it primary school, grade 1, grade 2, we'd always get books. I never used to go to places like Value Village because they usually only carry newer toys. However, I just happened to pass in East Vancouver and decided to quickly walk through. And there, right in the middle of the host of a new plastic store, toys, was this Mickey Mouse bank from early 1940s. This is from 1940s actually. And Ken is writing that he recognized it from Mickey's older elongated snout. It was in an amazing condition, and he paid only $1 for it. It is probably worth about 500 USD, US dollars. I only hope that we never lose the sight of one thing. That is, that it was all started by a mouse. It's quite interesting to see. These are all collectibles. Does any one of you have this at home still? The life and the ventures of Mickey Mouse has been closely bound up with my own personal and professional life. I still speak. He still speaks for me, and I speak for him. And I still speak for him. So cute. At the outset, Mickey Mouse was portrayed as a bit cheeky, a lovable rogue. Over the years, he became more of a nice guy, still impulsive and spirited, but a hero. Many of the early figures and toys have become quite rare and collectibles now. So this was at the Vancouver airport, YVR. This is the domestic side, so I'm taking a domestic flight. So thank you for joining in, and I'm going to show you what the outside looks like. Actually, I'm taking Air Canada to PG. I'll show you more videos. So this is the escalator. So I'll show you a little. It's a beautiful day outside, actually. You'll see the mountains. And as you enjoy the figurine, it's nice, newly developed, extended. Not as busy, obviously. Okay, if you want to walk with me, feel free to walk with me. So we'll go to our domestic site. I'm going through one of the gates of Air Canada. It's a nice day outside. So at the back over there is a food court behind those glasses. So they have A&W, Subway, Japper Dog, Tim Hortons. This is what the domestic terminal looks like at YVR, Vancouver Airport. There's more over here, I guess. Minnie Mouse made her debut in Mickey Mouse in the animated cartoon Steamboat Willie in 1928. Wow. Originally, she was playful and flirtatious, kind of a flapper girl, but by 1930s, more often played a part in the damsel in distress. Even though Minnie and Daisy, Donald Duck's girlfriend, are both iconic characters today, there were far fewer figurines of them produced. It was always exciting to discover one. Interesting. So cute. There's Starbucks on the other side as well. How about this? How many people can remember this? Minnie Mouse figurine from Japan in a small off-beaten track antique store in Beijing, in Bellingham, Washington. Wow, it'll be. Could be all right. So we're gonna go into. There's still some, I don't know, slow down. It says pedestrian speed. I don't know who's running around here, but apparently nobody's running. But it just says golf carts. Oh, golf carts slow down to pedestrians. So Flair Airline is on that side. So I'm actually taking the wrong route. So here, look at this, the plane. Oh, I was gonna do this. Model planes. For people that want to enjoy the plane. So that's that. I was going to do this a few times. This is Shanghai Airlines, Japan Airline, Star Airlines, ANA, Air China, Aero Mexico, Ava Eva Air, Japan Air. I think these are all the models of the plane. That's kind of interesting. That one here. Those are the stars. Air China. That's interesting. Oh, this is the British Airways. Do you see? British Airways, Qantas, KLM. I wonder if it's KLM a long time ago. Star Alliance, Qantas, Air New Zealand. They actually have a very good business class, by the way. I like Qantas business class as well. British Airways. Oh, this is the WestJet collection. Oh, this is the Air Canada. Ah, interesting.
Everything outside of that, when you're stringing, you just pinch the lane down and slow it down, and have your guards up. But you couldn't pinch the lane on the road before 9 and have to be off like 3. You just really throttle back against the tunnel.
Okay. That's Air Canada. Oh, what is this? Oh, Cathay Pacific. Actually, I do like that airline too. It's quite big. I like the Airbus. All right. So this is the other security. I could have come through here, but I didn't. I took the long way. Anyway, so there's a security check over there. Interesting. I could have come through here. Thank God I took the long way so that I could enjoy the view of the Minnie and the Mickey Mouse. Oh, this is the Plaza Premium Lounge, if you were to sit over there. But because I don't have time, so I won't be sitting there. Oh, actually, these are all real plants. It's not plastic. These are real plants. Oh, so that's the exit baggage area. So, this one doesn't have a step, and I don't really like it because going up is good. Going down, if you don't have a good grip, you can literally fall. So I'm going to my gate, and this is the washroom. Right now it's 5:14. Some nice seating areas. Postal News on that side. Pacific Farm Market. Oh, so if you want to buy something to take to your plane, to sit in. I don't know whether in the business class, they do provide a little bit to eat, but I think if you're sitting at the back, you'd be lucky if they'd give you anything to eat. Back to room. Wow. And Chanel. I do like their perfume and their purse. Number 5. All right, we could go towards Forty. So we go towards where the clothing items, the stores, shops are. This is the Starbucks. Relay. He's here. Brooks Brothers. Whistler Tap House. Actually, and Grill. This is actually a nice place to sit down and have something to eat. Oh, there's another Starbucks that will be coming here, so that's nice. If you have missed the 2 on your way here, the 3rd one just before you get to your gate. They have a little mini food court here as well. If you want to eat something before you get to your plane, that's another opportunity. Let's go see what kind of food they have. Rice tails, fresh and delicious. True Burgers. These burgers are very good. Actually, I've had it before. They're very, very good. Mouth-watering and savory. This is all Mexican place. The Dirty Apron is the name of this place. Not that they're wearing the dirty apron. curry and burritos. It's a little kids' play area. So this way I can keep them occupied. Okay, this is towards the end of the airport. So I'll say goodbye for now and I'll meet you on the other side. This is basically the domestic side of YVR. Not this is for mostly for WestJet, and no, this is actually the Air Canada wing. All right, thank you for joining in, and I will talk to you later.
You would think so.
Are you
I think
sure
they're
you
going to
want to
build
stop?
it.
Yes.